Hello students, in previous video we have seen custom validator example by using the client-side validation function which we have already write in JavaScript and this is the JavaScript function, and we are checking here the value given by the user for that particular text box is even or not. I'm giving the example as even or not, but you may write your logic inside this function, whatever the logic behind your function you may write, or as per your requirement you may write. I'm giving only the example of even or, but actually in real life some other than this validation we need to check. So whatever the code you want, you may write inside this function. I'm only giving the syntax, how to check that particular field value by using this args variable, and at that args dot property value property is we are using. By using the value property, we may take that particular value of that particular text box, and whatever you need to process on it, or whatever the checking you need, write that particular code inside this JavaScript. Now this is the client side validation. Now if we want to check the field values on server side, means after click on submit button only that particular function may execute. Such functionality if you want, then you need to write one server side function, means one C# code we need to write. This is the client side, because we are writing that particular function in JavaScript. Whenever you write the value inside that particular text box, immediately this JavaScript function will be executed, and if the values are correct, then only error message will not be displayed. Otherwise error message will be shown on the screen on the web page immediately. Okay, so this is the effect of client side validation. Effect you may see immediately, wrong or correct, but server side validation effect will not be seen, we may not seen immediately. To check the values are correct or not, we need to submit, click on submit button, and then that particular validation function will run. So that effect we will not see immediately. So we take one more example for server side validation. I am taking one label here and giving the text value property as enter any string of 8 characters length. Enter any 8 characters string. I am giving the message like enter any 8 chars length string, and for entering the string I am taking one text box here. Now again I am using here one custom validator, and at this point I am checking the value of this field is 8 characters long or not. If it is 8 characters, then it is valid. If it is not 8 characters, then it is invalid. So this is our logic, and we are checking that particular logic at server side and not at client side. Now my error message is enter or length, length, length should be 8 characters only. Okay, length should be 8 characters only. If it is not in 8 characters length string, then we will display the error message. Now I am changing the foreground color as red here, then control to validate regular as usual as text box 8, then I'm not giving the client validation function here, but I need to use here server side validation. So I'm changing the code like this. This is our custom validator, and I'm entering or giving one property as on server validate. On server validate, I'm giving one function name here, check length. Check length is my validation function name. Check length, check length validation. Okay, check length validation is my validation function name. So I'm copying here, and after I'm going towards the C# coding. Then this is the button one click, and we need to write one custom function here. So I'm writing here one function same as protected void. I'm giving the return type as void. Then my function name is check length validation, and I'm taking the arguments as object, sender, and second argument as server validate event argument. Server validate event argument and args. So I'm defining here my own function, and I'm giving this name where I'm giving this check length validation inside this source. Inside this source, I'm giving as on server validate check length validation. So I'm giving this property inside the source file, and I'm writing the code for this function inside C#. And I'm not using here JavaScript because JavaScript is client side scripting. I'm writing this check length validation function inside C#. So this is now server side validation function. Now I'm checking the length. I want to check the length of a given value. So how we can check the value? By using the args dot value, and I want to check the length property of this value. So again I am giving the dot and length. I am checking this length as equal to 8 or not. So if it is exactly 8, then I said args.isValid property is true, because this is exactly 8 character length. Otherwise, if its length is not 8 characters, then isValid property I am setting to false. So only this we need to code here. Check length validation. What we need here, we need 8 character length string we want here. If a user enters any string which is not of 8 character length, then this error message we will show length should be 8 characters only, and we write this logic of 8 character length string inside this C#. So we are using here C# code. So this C# code will run on server side. So because C# is the server side scripting language, and we are not checking or we are not executing this code at client side, because C# is server side language, server side scripting language. So when you click on this submit button, then only this function will be executed, and that particular error message will come or not, depending on the length of that particular field value given by the user at runtime. So this is the server side validation, and we are writing here one server side validation function inside C#. Now we may run this. Before run, I'm saving all my work, and then I'm running my object. Here we may see the output for this enter any 8 characters length string. If I am giving one string, then error message will not be shown here immediately because this is not a client side validation. If it is client side validation, then error message will be displayed immediately after giving your response. The error message, if it is incorrect, then error message will come immediately if it is client side validation. But we are writing a server side validation function, so to get the error message, we need to click on this. Now this field is required only, and this is 6th length. So what is the error? Okay, we see once again. We see once again what is the output. This field is required, and if I am giving here, then if click on submit, only this message will come and not the character length message will come here, because the client side validation will be done first and then server side validation will be done. So this is the client side validation and this is the server side validation. First we need to clear or complete the client side validation, and then only server side validation will take place. So we need to correct this value like this, and then if I click on submit, then control goes to the server side validation and this message will come. So what is the sequence behind client side validation and server side validation? If your client side validation messages will come, then correct all those client side validation values, and then control goes towards the server side validation. If there are some errors at the client side validation, then server side validation will not be checked, because control doesn't go towards the server side validation, because there are some errors inside the client side. So you need to correct all the client side validation, and then control goes towards the server side validation. Means if you are not giving this value, then there is first client side validation will be checked first before this server side validation. If I go run or click on the submit button, this message will not be displayed because there are some errors inside client side validation. So first JavaScript will be run, and if there is no any error inside the JavaScript, means all the values are correct at client side, then only control goes towards the server, and then on server if you are writing any server side server side validation function, then that will be executed. So we need to correct all these values at client side. If I am writing here one value, then some correct values, then these values, then some correct values, and if I am giving this this string value, and if I click on this button, then all the client side validation functions will be run successfully, and there are no any errors inside these values. Only this value is incorrect, and this value will be checked on server side. Now if I give the correct value, now this message will gone and my form will be submitted successfully. So in this way, before server side validation function execution, client side function, all the client side validation function run first, because these are the client side, those are checking on your own local computer. And for checking server side validation, control need to go at server, and then at server side that C# code will be run. So before going towards the server side, client side validation we need to check, and then only go towards the server side. So this is about server side.